Baxter.
On this episode,
My blood is boiling. He's probably had this injury for about 4 years.
the heart-wrenching story of brave Baxter,
Good boy.
a courageous rescue dog with an unbelievable injury.
One of the worst fractures that I've ever seen.
You can feel it literally beating out of his chest. His heart is in overdrive.
Will Alex be able to save greedy Dash?
He's in danger of having a heart attack.
Great, it's like cyclone weather.
And Kate braves the elements to find a stranded baby possum.
Oh, sweetheart. So he's just a little baby.
You make my world a better place.
Come on, there's your girls.
I can depend on
Okay, we're almost there.
Today, Alison is answering an SOS from foster carer Courtney about an extraordinarily brave rescue dog.
Dr. Alison will be here soon. He will get you all fixed up.
So Courtney has warned me there's actually something seriously wrong with Baxter's back leg.
Good boy. Good boy. Baxter is super affectionate. He absolutely loves everybody. Our family has welcomed him like he's one of our own.
Badly mistreated as a puppy, he carries a severe leg injury which restricts his movement, despite a brave attempt to stay active.
He's a beautiful boy.
Hi Courtney, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. This must be Baxter.
It is.
Oh, Baxter, you're so beautiful. So Baxter has a bit of a problem with one of his legs. Yeah, so you've noticed him being quite lame on it?
Very, very lame. Limping quite a lot, very unsteady. Baxter's limited with stairs. He cannot get up or down. He eats lying down. He does wobble a bit and his leg can give way. When he runs or walks, there is a definite limp.
All right, and it's been like that since he's actually come into care?
Yes. He was injured as a pup and he unfortunately didn't get any vet attention at the time.
My blood is boiling. I am so heartbroken and so upset to know about his history, that it's not something that happened yesterday. It's been going on for years. It's absolutely shocking to me, and my heart's broken to a million pieces just hearing this. I can actually see that he's limping quite a bit already, just from his standing up and how you're moving around.
All right, shall we have a look at you?
Good boy.
Yeah, you're not happy with that at all. He's got quite a bit of muscle wasting on those hind legs. So there's definitely an abnormality between the left and the right, just sort of halfway up his femur. He's got this huge mass. It's almost like a hard lump, and it just does not feel normal at all in there. Having a feel of Baxter, I can definitely tell he's in a lot of pain. He might have a really terrible fracture or break. He might have torn a ligament. There could be something catastrophic going on with that leg. I think we need to find out what's going on inside. So what we'll do is we'll pop into hospital, get some x-rays done, and hopefully get to the bottom of it.
Great. I'm extremely upset and heartbroken for Baxter because it's been so long. I'm really worried that nothing can be done now.
All right, Baxter, let's get that leg x-rayed.
Doctors are going to fix that leg up for you, hey? You're a good boy. We'll get you all better.
My fear is that it might be too late, that we're dealing with an injury that can't be fixed, which means that Baxter would be living with this disability long term. He'll be in chronic pain, and that's going to really limit his chances of adoption. This is Dash.
On the Gold Coast, 3-year-old Whippet Dash has been rushed into Alex after he ate an entire bag of chocolate.
Sweetheart, what were you thinking, hey?
Owners Amy and Michael became instantly alarmed when Dash suddenly became extremely unwell.
All right, let's get you over here.
I was upstairs in the study and Dash projectile vomited all over me and the floor. before I found the fully eaten packet of dark chocolate and mint protein balls. He was limp, not able to move, foaming at the mouth and like trembling, laying on the floor. But when I noticed the chocolate balls, like my stomach instantly just dropped.
So this boy has eaten a whole pack of dark chocolate, but he's also had a collapse episode associated with it. So just want to have a listen to his heart. Chocolate contains a compound called theobromine, which is a little bit like caffeine, and dogs are very sensitive to it. So if they ingest chocolate, they start to show signs that you'd expect to see if a human drank 10 Red Bulls. For a dog of Dash's size, I'd expect his heart rate to be somewhere between 80 to 120. Heart rate's about 210. Wow.
Alex is extremely worried. Dash's heart is racing at over 200 beats a minute.
And that means his heart is in overdrive. Good boy. You're all right, my friend.
Hi, how are you, Jeff?
Alison, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
This
So-
is Baxter.
Hey, Baxter, I've
He's
heard a
here
lot
today.
about this fella.
In Brisbane, Alison has brought Baxter to veterinary surgeon Jeff to see if anything can be done to fix the brave collie's chronic leg injury.
Yeah, he's definitely got a really big swelling mid-femur, doesn't
mid-femur,
he?
yeah.
I mean, it feels like probably a previous break, but we're going to need to go to X-ray.
So Baxter's a little bit of a sad story. He was recently surrendered to Happy Tails Rescue, and he's been through several homes. Unfortunately, there was a bit of an issue and he was injured by one of the owners.
Yeah.
And he's probably had this injury there for about 4 years. So it's quite long-standing. I'm absolutely amazed how Baxter is still so happy and trusting, and he's had the worst thing ever done to him as a puppy. And it makes me want to fight for him more. Really just heartbreaking to know he's been in this much pain for all that time.
Well, he's such a happy character. I think if we can get rid of the pain and fix him, he'll get a home and
He
lead
will
a...
definitely get a home. I mean, his temperament is just gorgeous considering what he's been through.
He's totally trusting.
Look at
okay.
him.
Hey, you big
Oh, I
smooch.
love that face.
You big smooch. Come on, let's go fix you up. We'll get an X-ray and just see what we think can be done.
Jeff and I have felt this horrendous lump on his leg. I'm actually really terrified about what we're going to see on Baxter's X-ray.
Okay, Baxter, let's see what you've got going on in there.
Oh my God.
Oh, that is nasty.
That is.
This poor guy has been through serious trauma.
What's amazing is despite the fact that he's getting around and he's being brave, the leg is snapped right in the middle, like a blunt force trauma or a kick.
I just don't understand how this dog's walking.
Yeah, it's amazing. It would have been chronically painful. Despite his beautiful nature, he's hiding a bit of a beast in there. He's been traumatised, he's been treated badly, he's just curled up in a ball and self-healed, but it would have taken months. And months full of agony.
I'm so close to tears right now. That X-ray is absolutely horrendous. It's one of the worst fractures that I've ever seen. And for him to be going through this for so long, he's such a beautiful, brave dog.
How on earth does that heal?
The damage is so severe, surgery now looks unlikely.
So the concern is if we get in there and it's a ball of bone, it'll be very hard to get all that extricated without doing more damage.
The brave collie could be facing a future with a lifelong disability and little chance of adoption.
It's possible, but it's also possible we won't be able to fix this.
Yeah, I'm pretty worried that he's had possibly a toxic dose.
On the Gold Coast, Alex is urgently treating 3-year-old Dash after the Whippet ate a large amount of chocolate, which is highly toxic for dogs.
And it's dark chocolate. Mate, that's the worst one you can eat.
Hey, you're a silly boy. You're a silly boy. All right, mate. He's really twitchy as well. Good man, you're a brave boy. There we go. We got you. I think your mama is very worried about you right now.
I think she has good reason to be worried about you right now.
Alex needs to try to get the chocolate out of Dash's system as quickly as possible.
We know that according to this calculator, he's sitting in the area where we should be seeing heart abnormalities, which we are, so we're seeing a very fast heart rate, but definitely in a danger zone and definitely something that needs urgent treatment. What I'm going to do is just rub one of these little tablets on his gums. It's going to make him feel pretty sick, and we're hoping within a couple of minutes he'll start to bring some of that chocolate back up. I'm just going to give him a whole tablet. Yeah. I want to be pretty sure.
Make sure it comes up.
Yeah. Oh, good boy, Dash. Okay.
Sorry, we're going to get it all up.
All right.
Let's hope it comes up.
It isn't long before the drug, apomorphine, starts to take effect.
Oh, good boy. Good boy.
Smell the cocoa on that.
But Dash isn't out of danger yet.
Now we need to attach ECG leads, which will allow us to monitor the rhythm of his heart. I know, you can feel it literally beating out of his chest.
It's okay.
Good boy. His heart rate's just 260 now, and it's real because I can feel his pulses. All right, mate. Good boy. It looks like it's just a tachycardia rather than a tachyarrhythmia, so we need to get this urinary catheter in, and because of what I suspect is happening is he's reabsorbing it into his system via the bladder, so we need to remove that urine. Yeah, that side. Yep, legs towards you. Yep, okay. All right, so before we even try to place this urinary catheter, I'm going to give him some additional sedation because he'll get even more stressed with us putting the UCath in, and at this stage his heart rate is so fast he's in danger of actually having a heart attack. Hey, my man. Hey, there's just a lot going on. Yeah, he's just going to stress himself out.
So the bone is snapped and then healed, overridden. So this leg, it's 4 centimetres shorter than the other leg.
In Brisbane, Alison and veterinary surgeon Jeff are trying to decide if rescue dog Baxter should undergo surgery that could change his life.
It's actually the lump that we're feeling is that end of the burn actually piercing through that muscle.
Yeah, and that's the concern.
Jeff's worried he could do more harm than good trying to repair a smashed leg bone the 4-year-old collie received when he was just a puppy.
I mean, if we can get this right, it'll change his next decade, because assuming he's around for another 10, 12 years.
We need to fix him. I mean, this dog is just a
He's
miracle
beautiful.
dog. He'll get a home. You know, we just need to get this sorted, get him pain-free. We've got to do everything we can. We might be able to get in there and do something about it. There's a small chance. It's going to be tricky. We won't know till we get in.
If we get in there and I don't think that we can really make a difference, then we'll back away. We'll just walk away, do no harm.
Surgery will go ahead, but with extreme caution.
I want to be 100% sure we can help him. His knee's rotated the wrong way. The leg's extremely short compared to his healthy left leg. It's a bit like a box of chocolates. We don't quite know what we've got till we get in there. But we wouldn't be here if we didn't really believe in our hearts that we're doing the right thing. So hopefully when he wakes up, he's got a leg that's 4 centimetres longer.
Fingers crossed.
Just working out the best approach because all the anatomy has changed. We're just trying to unravel the mess of scar tissue and bone and tissue without damaging any vital structures, because he's tried to heal a broken leg without any help. We've got a really complicated repair that his little body has done. The only thing that he's been walking on has been a ball of scar tissue, so I don't know how he's so happy, but B, how he's walking on this. Like, that's just...
How do you weight bear on that?
It should be impossible.
I'm a mess of emotions right now. I'm holding back tears. I'm angry. I'm sad. The force of impact to cause this sort of injury in a young pup must have been horrific. I'm extremely shocked.
It's abnormal, isn't it? Horrible. Oh boy. His muscle structure is so hammered.
Alison and Jeff are desperately hoping they can try to mend Baxter's mangled leg. But the possibility is starting to look extremely grim.
No, it's not coming off, is it?
On an extremely wet day in Bondi, Kate suddenly gets an urgent call for help.
Hello?
There's a possum outside and it looks like there's something wrong with it.
Okay, well let's go and catch it, shall we? Is it nearby?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go and get some towels.
Okay.
This little kid runs in from nowhere and he's like, possum, the possum needs help. And I have no idea what he's talking about, but my first instinct is I'll just follow him.
It's gonna ruin my hair. And I'm taking Izzy. Okay, let's do it. Great, it's like cyclone weather.
If the possum is sick or injured, it will stand little chance in the heavy rain.
My goodness, it's like a river.
The weather today can only be described as cyclonic, like next level raining.
Oh no, there's a possum. He's been running from here. He's underneath the cars, but he's just sitting in the tree. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Okay.
The likelihood of us finding a possum in the middle of the street in the middle of the day is near impossible.
God.
These guys are nocturnal. They don't come out in the day.
It looks like he went in there.
He went in
He was
there.
in there and he was hiding behind the rubbish bins.
And then he came out
jumped
and then
in
it
the
looks like
tree.
he's climbing back into there. Then now I don't know where he is.
Okay,
He's been here all day.
okay. Let's wait till he moves. Can't see any movement.
The rain is absolutely torrential. The light is becoming super dim. I'm so conscious of the fact that we're losing light.
Let me go stuff around here.
And I'm thinking, we're never gonna find this.
Oh, there he is, I found him.
And out of nowhere, I see this little tiny thing on the ground.
Hey buddy, oh he's a little ringtail possum. Hey sweetheart, he's just a baby. This is here, this is a little baby. Oh, sweetheart. Okay, we've got one, but there's others. There's a big one. Oh, sweetheart. So he's just a little baby. I don't know that he's gonna survive, guys. He's looking like he's really cold and he's really wet.
It's too late. This is too late for him. I'm not gonna be able to save him. He's just cold and he's shivering and he's shaking.
He looks like he's probably got hypothermia. I don't know if he's gonna make it, honestly. He looks like he's trying to not live.
This is going to be a long, slow process.
In Brisbane, Alison and Jeff are still trying to decide if they can fix 4-year-old collie Baxter's shattered thigh bone.
So the fracture's under there. You start to feel the bone there.
Oh yeah.
The rescue dog's leg was broken almost 4 years ago, but was never treated.
I'm just absolutely shocked in how bad this is. He really was just weight bearing on a ball of scar tissue. The amount of pain this dog must have been in, just unbelievable.
We've got a complicated repair his body is done with some big changes to the anatomy.
It's just not normal looking bone, is
It's
it?
abnormal, isn't it? Horrible.
Baxter's leg break was so severe and so long ago, Jeff is now facing a painstaking process to try to untangle a badly healed mass of bone, tissue and muscle.
We're going to have to get nasty, Alison. Oh, that seems harsh. Look at that, that's moving, independent of the bottom fragment.
When they eventually reach bone, Jeff and Alison make the startling discovery that Baxter's fractured femur is still broken.
I'm now getting movement between the two bone ends. It should be impossible for him to put weight on this. Like it would be like walking on a broken leg. I think it's a miracle that he hasn't severed an artery or damaged a nerve. There we go. Okay, we've got some normal bone here. Awesome.
Then finally,
we're getting somewhere, Alison.
A breakthrough.
I think it's possible, so it's well worth us trying to do this. We've got two beautiful bone ends. We can definitely trim the edges down to fresh bone, get it together and then put a titanium plate along the outside. The second screw in. Things are going really well for him, so I'm thrilled. We've lengthened his leg by about 3.5 centimetres.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's a well aligned as well. I couldn't be happier with how today went. Baxter's incredibly brave. He's been brave from the moment that I met him. He has to learn how to walk on 4 legs again. So Baxter has a very, very long road to recovery. He's gained an extra 3 to 4 centimeters in his leg length. So when he wakes up, he's going to feel different.
The surgery went really well. You have that leg back.
I'm so proud of him. There's so many people that love him, and the best case would be he gets a lovely home with an owner that knows about his injuries and just helps him along the way with the rehab. So, very pleased.
So from now, it's a long road of recovery ahead, but you're going to smash it, I know it.
I know, you can feel it literally beating out of his chest. Good boy.
On the Gold Coast, a chocolate binge has left young Whippet Dash with a racing heart and in danger of suffering a heart attack.
Chocolate is just so bad, they just can't metabolise the caffeine and the theobromine in the same way that we can. All right, matey, good boy. It releases additional adrenaline in their system, it acts on the central nervous system, and they just really can crash very quickly at the levels of chocolate that Dash has had. Hey Dash, you've given us all a big scare. Oh, my boy, come on. Yeah, that's it. Hey, you just chill there. The methylxanthines, which are the toxic components of chocolate, they are excreted into the urine, but they're then reabsorbed via the bladder wall back into the system. So we need to stop that cycle from happening by removing the urine as it's produced, and the best way to do that is to put a urinary catheter in.
I know, good man.
We've just got to be really careful while we place it, not to tip him over the edge.
Good boy.
All right, Dash, hang in there, mate. Okay, please. As we place the urinary catheter, Dash's heart rate actually starts to go up, and that's because his fight or flight hormones, like adrenaline, are now running through his system and adding to the pressure on his heart. We're just going to empty this urine out of his bladder now. Again, that's just going to help get these toxic components of the chocolate out of his system. So it's all about decontamination at this stage. All right, let's just get his legs my way.
Good boy, you're going to fall in a minute. It's okay.
Good boy. You're giving us all a scare. You know, he's in a lot of danger at the moment, and I've certainly seen dogs this bad with chocolate toxicity just die. So we really have to monitor him continuously. Thanks, Patrice. Hey guys, this is Dash. He's in a bit of trouble. Come on, my friend. Good boy.
The next 8 hours will be critical, and Dash will be closely monitored for any signs of deterioration.
Good boy. Good boy.
Wow, she is so pretty, isn't she?
Yeah.
Hey?
In Isleworth, London, a little dog called Luna urgently needs Scott's help.
She's 3, so we've had her since she was a puppy. But she's just absolutely crazy. She has such a high prey drive that she just runs after squirrels.
Owners Ben and Alice rushed Luna into Scott after she suffered a shocking injury at the park.
Luna was on a walk and we heard a lot of yelping while she was chasing the squirrels. She has completely ripped her leg open.
It's a pretty nasty wound, so we've just put a dressing on it.
Yeah.
I'm just taking it off now to show you.
Okay. Was she missing for a long period of time, or?
No, just out of sight for a couple of minutes.
Nurses Nina and Sam have already seen the wound.
Prepare yourself.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Looking at this beautiful Cocker Spaniel, I'm horrified. Luna, what's happened? Oh, I tell you what, I'm glad you're wearing that, because you don't want to see what's happening back here. I literally have never seen anything like this before. It looks like she's been bitten by a shark. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. It wasn't me. That is grim, isn't it? That is out of a horror film.
Although Luna's been given a pain-relieving patch, removing the temporary dressing is excruciating.
What a brave little dog Luna is. She's holding it together well, but it does look like she's been skinned alive. And of course she'd be in a huge amount of pain and in shock, but she's being a very brave little dog. It's so brave. Oh, you're still wagging your tail. Oh, you're a good girl.
Hey, Dash. Look at you. You're asleep. Hey? Well, you look very different from yesterday.
On the Gold Coast, young Whippet Dash has made a remarkable recovery from a dangerously accelerated heart rate after eating a large amount of highly toxic chocolate.
Last night when I left him, his heart rate was still really high. He was very agitated from the effects of the chocolate. This morning, he's got it out of his system and he's pretty exhausted, to be honest. His body's been through a lot, but he's going to be okay. Now, I know some people are going to be very excited to see you.
Owners Amy and Michael are eager to see their special boy, and they've brought along his equally excited housemate, Daisy.
There you go, me boy. Dash's owners didn't know if he was even going to survive yesterday, so to be able to reunite them with him today, that's incredible. In here. Hey. Oh, you look who's here. Hey, is that your friend?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's okay, just be gentle. He's been very sick, your brother.
Hey, you won't be doing that again, will you? No? You always see on TV and what chocolate can do to your dog, and you don't really think it is severe as what they say until you see it. It's not something that I want to see my dog go through again.
Yeah, we missed him on his walk today.
Oh, that's awesome, guys. He definitely had me worried yesterday, but
He had all of us worried.
yeah. I told him no more chocolate. It's good, but it's not good for you. Yeah. Dogs love chocolate just as much as we do, so accidents are going to happen. The important thing is to get them to help as quickly as possible. That's our best chance of saving a life.
He looks like he's probably got hypothermia. I don't know if he's going to make it, honestly.
In shocking Bondi weather, Kate has just rescued a baby possum, but the tiny ringtail is close to death.
Come on, let's get him back to the clinic. That's the first thing. Get him really warm and then get him some fluids. Yeah.
The baby possum is hypothermic, and that means that his body temperature is too low to sustain life.
Okay, bye.
It is really important that we get him warm, and we get him warm really quickly.
While Kate's team start to take care of the baby, Kate now urgently needs to locate its mother.
I have no idea where she is. Could be anywhere. She's going to be really distressed. She's not going to have a baby, so where's she going to hide and where's she going to go? So I got to look for some movement. It's the only way to find these guys.
I am so determined to find this mum.
Where are you, Mum?
I mean, I just feel for her because I think she's been running around like a crazy possum looking for her baby.
Okay. Is that Mum up there, do you think?
As I'm hunting and I'm searching every tree, I spot this little possum box. I just know, I have this feeling that she's in there.
We've got to focus on now trying to save this baby, right? So at least if we can do one thing good, it would be to save the baby. Hey, don't get hit by a car, Izzy.
I'm so cold and I'm so wet. I'm so happy to get out of this rain, even just for 1 second.
Oh, look. Oh, he's in a little sock. Is he all right?
Yeah, he's just cold.
But he's been hair dried and he's just getting...
Oh, this is nice and warm. All of my girls have put in such a mammoth effort to keep this little baby alive. And there he is in this little sock, snug as a bug in a rug.
This is our makeshift pouch called a sock.
The possum is safe and slowly getting warm, but every minute is critical to see if he will survive.
God, that is grim, isn't it? That is out of a horror film.
Yeah, well done.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry, it wasn't me.
In London, Luna has been urgently rushed into Scott. The little dog somehow ripped her leg open when she ran off from her owners during a walk.
Have you ever seen anything like that in your career?
No, it's massive. Yeah.
All right, well, we've certainly got our work cut out fixing that then, ladies. I think let's give her an anaesthetic and let's put her out of her discomfort for the short term and let's try and fix that unbelievable wound. It can't be underestimated just how serious Luna's injuries are and how life-threatening they could be. Oh my God, look at that. I tell you what, she is so lucky. You can see just there's the femoral artery and you can see it pumping, look. If she had caught that, then she wouldn't be here now, there's no doubt. Luckily we do have quite a bit of skin to play with here, so I think that we should be able to sort this out. All right, well, should we start just giving her a bit of a clip and a clean and let's get her into surgery, shall we? It really is incredibly upsetting to see a dog in so much pain and discomfort, and all from just a casual walk in the park. We've got to remember as well, she has some really distressed owners too.
You were saying it was more just the screaming from her because she was in so much pain. And you just said every time you shut your eyes, it's all you could think about, wasn't it?
It was quite traumatic, you know, for something that you love that much, to be in that much pain.
I mean, it is massive.
Yeah.
You know, if you think of the actual size of the dog, I mean, that hole's about the size of her head. My job now is to understand, is there any skin missing? If there is skin missing, then I'll need to find skin from somewhere else. And the way that I'll do that is by doing a flap, which we extend over the wound itself. So it's a big job. Looking at this horrifying wound, I really can't say if Luna will pull through because it's massive. And I don't know what kind of injuries might have occurred underneath. So all I can do is try and close this horrendous wound and hope that this little girl makes a full recovery. This is really helpful. Yeah, there is a moment when you're doing a surgery like this where you do go,
Oh, he's in a little sock. He's been hair dried and he's just getting...
Oh, this is nice and warm.
On a freezing wet day in Bondi, Kate and her team are desperately hoping they've rescued a tiny possum in time to save him from hypothermia.
This is a little ringtail possum. You can't really see in him at the moment, but he's got a little ring to his tail.
Ringtail possums are these gorgeous little marsupials. They've got these strong tails with these curled up, like almost like a ring, right? And it's always in a ring, so you can tell a ringtail from quite a while away just by their tails.
This is a heated blanket, so we use this for surgery, and it's called a bear hugger. And it really acts like a big bear hugging them so that they don't get cold. Well, it looks like at least he's not injured, right? So it just sounds like as though he's cold and he's wet. I thought he was dead, but it turns out right here has helped keep him alive, so that is good. Ideally, I could find the mum so I can put them back together, but I can't find the mum.
I really want to reunite these two because for the little guy, the reality is that growing up without his mom, that's bad news. It may mean that he can never return to the wild because he can't fend for himself. And so if we can't find mum, it pretty much changes the course of this little guy's life.
Okay, you ready?
Kate is going to make another attempt to locate the baby's mum.
We've got to do it before it gets dark. Once it's dark, we've got no hope. let's go. Okay guys, she's gonna be somewhere. Let's think positive. Positive thoughts. Objective, finding mum.
If we don't find mum, this little baby possum has less of a chance of living as an orphan than he does of having a parent.
I'm just gonna go check this tree. Okay, she's gotta be around here somewhere.
I tell you what, she is so lucky. You can see just there's the femoral artery. You can see it pumping, look. If she had caught that, then she wouldn't be here now.
In London, Scott still can't quite believe just how badly little Luna has injured herself after running off during a walk. He now has to try to repair the shocking wound in Luna's leg.
What I'm doing is tacking. So I'm basically putting tension is underneath the superficial layer, the epidermis, to try and encourage it all to come back together. So it's just a little time consuming. But actually one good thing about it is that all this tissue is nice and healthy. So it looks very red and very angry, it's bleeding, but that's good because it means it's got good blood supply and it's almost certain to heal very well. And that's that.
Amazing.
Oh,
it's a lot of stitching.
1 million stitches, yeah. So I've just finished the procedure on Luna and it's very rewarding. So we now have a dog that has skin covering her from top to bottom, which is the way nature intended. And she's gonna wake up and recover and grow back fur, and you'll never know that this horrific injury had ever happened.
At Kate's Bondi Vet Hospital,
Good little fella, you're safe now.
a tiny rescue possum is clinging to life.
I'm just gonna go check this tree. Okay, she's gotta be around here somewhere.
While Kate and her team are braving torrential rain to make another attempt to locate her.
Okay, no ringtail possum mums.
I'm really disappointed and I feel like, oh, I can't find her. I've searched everywhere. I will be so happy if I can find mum because it means that I get to reunite these two.
Well, there's like a box up in this tree and like it's got a hole in it and it looks like there's possibly something in there.
I have no proof of this, but I swear that she is in that possum box. And then just as we're like debating how to get her out of the box thing.
Where is she?
She just runs out of the box and then all of a sudden she sees us all and then just makes a run for it. So she runs all the way up the top of this enormous gum tree that we're never ever going to get her. So now we're back to square one.
I think we're in a position where we basically just now have to wait until the baby's well enough that we can put the baby back somewhere and hopefully that she finds it. Oh my God, it's so warm here. I feel like I need to be wrapped in a bear hugger. Holy moly, I thought you were dead, little guy. I thought you were a goner. And look at you.
Inside, the baby possum has made a remarkable recovery.
I think we should call him Peter.
Peter?
Peter the possum.
Honestly, he's getting better by the second. Like right in front of my eyes, I see this little possum like just come to life. You know, this baby little possum that was on the brink of death, you know, and now he's opened his eyes. So it's just magical. It's a really, really good moment. It's a good moment for everybody.
He wants to live. He needs some food.
After Peter is feeling better, it's really important now that we call wires so we can get a carer to come and collect him. These guys are absolutely amazing and I just know that they're gonna do an absolutely brilliant job in looking after Peter.
Oh, hello. Oh, sweetheart, hey.
And he's a good little guy. His name's Peter.
Carer Ilona is delighted to meet courageous little Peter.
So he's good, he's like nice and robust.
Get the pouch and
Yeah,
take
okay.
him home and bring him back in a few days.
Yep.
And reuniting with his mum. That'd be amazing.
This was a perfect outcome. It would have been better if we could have caught the mum and we could have reunited them, but that was probably asking a little bit too much.
We found the baby, we rescued the baby, a baby that was on the brink of death, and he has gone to a carer and he's going to be okay. Look after him, hey?
Two hours later, Luna's ready to be reunited with her incredibly relieved owners.
Here's your baby. Okay. So I'm just going to gently put. I know, that's mum and dad, isn't it? There we go. Oh, that's a nice working tail. It's so incredibly rewarding to be able to reunite Luna with her loving owners. But certainly this is not a day that they'll want to remember. Love you, Daddy, don't you?
You've done an amazing job.
Oh, thank you. I just can't believe she's wagging her tail. You're so sweet. It never ceases to amaze me how resilient and brave animals are. And look at Luna, the tail's wagging and she can't wait to get home. Take care. Bye, sweetheart.
Hi, Courtney.
Hi, Baxter. Hi, Darcy. How are you?
Look at that leg. The hair's grown back almost.
I know, he's doing amazing.
It's 3 months since Baxter's successful surgery to repair a severely broken rear leg.
You can see he's using the leg.
He's using it really, really well. He's far less wobbly.
Alison has arrived for a rehab session with the friendly 4-year-old, who's recovering well under the watchful eye of adoring foster carer Courtney and her son Darcy.
You feel like he's still in pain? Has there been any improvement?
I've seen a massive improvement in his pain. He's now seeking out to play with whoever he will play with, especially Darcy.
Baxter looks like he's recovered really well from the surgery. He's walking really well on that back leg. He's back to his normal self. He's really happy and confident. I don't want him to fall over. Oh, thank you. You are the best helper. Look at all this love you're getting, hey? I wasn't able to even touch this leg last time. The fact he's letting me even extend and flex each joint is amazing.
Next, Alison sets up an obstacle course to test how well Baxter is using his refurbished leg.
All right, do you want to slowly walk him over? Yeah, so he hit that one. He cleared that one. He manages to clear some of them, but he doesn't lift it high enough, so he actually taps it or pushes it over. But he's not doing bad at all. I don't think I've met a dog quite like Baxter. He's gone from a dog that's been completely lame with the most horrendous fracture to a dog that's walking normally, is really happy, is really healthy. I'm very confident that Baxter will find an amazing family that will love him, and I'm really sure he's going to have a really bright and happy future.
While the search begins for a new home for Baxter, Courtney and Darcy are making sure this extra special boy gets heaps of love.
Dad, what about the peanut butter?
Darcy and Baxter have an amazing bond from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to bed. They are together, on top of each other, next to each other.
Here we are, Baxter! Hi!
Darcy is absolutely in love.
Okay, Baxter, we will see you next time. He's doing so well. I'm sure he's just going to go from strength to strength. And I really, really hope that you get adopted soon.
Yeah.
He is just the best dog.
Isn't he? We think so.
You do your exercises.
Bye.
Bye! See ya! Bye, Baxter!
6 weeks after her operation, Luna has made a remarkable recovery from that shocking leg wound. Her injury has healed so well, she's even back enjoying walks, with relieved owners Ben and Alice keeping a close watch on their precious little girl.
Once the final bit was sewed up and, you know, she started to run around again and almost be unfazed by what had happened, we were surprised about that.
Yeah.
No fear, still wanting to chase the squirrels.
And the birds.
And the birds. And the swans.
Hi! Yeah!
And great news for brave Baxter. A family is ready to adopt the courageous Collie.
Does he like kisses?
Yeah.
How?
As soon as Baxter's leg has fully healed, he'll be the centre of attention in a loving new home.
Once Baxter's ready to go to his new forever family, Darcy will be upset like I will be, but it's been a pleasure and we'll love him forever and hopefully we get updates.
And good news for Peter the possum, who was reunited with his mother the next day.
I'm Dr. Kate Adams and welcome to Bondi Pet, a new destination for pet health and well-being. Our site is filled with everything to fulfill your pet's needs so that you can make healthy choices for your pets.